Long ago, people believed the heart and mind were two travelers on the same path. The heart could feel the truth, but only the mind could follow it with discipline. And when the mind lost its way, even the brightest hearts fell into darkness. In every life, there comes a time when our emotions become our master, when anger decides our words, when laziness delays our dreams, when temptation makes us forget what is right. Many of us believe strength lies in muscles or money, but the real strength is the quiet control over one's own mind. There was once a young boy named Eli who lived in a small, peaceful village surrounded by green hills and flowing rivers. Eli was bright and kind, but his biggest weakness was his impulsiveness. He spoke before thinking. He acted before understanding. If someone insulted him, he shouted back. If he was told to wait, he grew restless. If he was asked to work hard, he gave up halfway. People liked him, but they often sighed and said, "Eli is good at heart, but he cannot control his mind." One evening, after losing his temper at his father for a small mistake, Eli ran away toward the riverbank. He sat there throwing stones into the water, one after another. The orange sunset painted the waves golden, but Eli's heart felt heavy. As he sat in silence, an old monk appeared on the path nearby. The monk was carrying a clay pot filled with water, walking slowly as if every step was part of a prayer. Seeing Eli's troubled face, he stopped. The old man said softly, "Anger burns faster than fire, young one. What troubles you?" Eli sighed. "I can't control myself. I keep doing things I regret. I want to be good, but my mind is stronger than me." The monk looked at him kindly and said, "Then perhaps you need to see what an uncontrolled mind truly does." He handed the clay pot to Eli. "Take this pot and carry it to the top of that hill before the sun sets. But remember, the pot is filled to the brim with water. If even a drop spills, you must start again." Eli agreed. It seemed simple enough. He began walking carefully, eyes fixed on the pot. At first, he was steady, but when a bee buzzed near his ear, his irritation rose. He swung his arm, and water spilled. The monk, watching from below, simply said, "Start again." Eli sighed and refilled the pot. This time, a group of children laughed as he passed. He felt embarrassed and angry. His hand shook, and again water spilled. Once more, he returned to the monk. "Why is this so hard?" Eli said, frustrated. "I'm trying." The monk replied, "You are trying to control the pot, but not your mind." Eli paused. The words struck something deep within him. He took a deep breath, closed his eyes, and stood silently by the river for a moment. The wind brushed his face, and he could hear the rhythm of his own heartbeat. Then he tried again. This time he walked slower. He did not fight the distractions. He heard the laughter, the birds, the buzzing, but let them pass like clouds in the sky. He focused only on his steps, calm, steady, present. When he reached the top of the hill, the pot was still full. The monk, smiling, met him there. "Look at the water," said the monk. "It did not spill because you watched it calmly. The world around you was the same, noisy, distracting, tempting, but your mind became still. That is discipline." He placed his hand on Eli's shoulder. "An honest man is one who speaks truth to others, but a disciplined man is one who speaks truth to his own mind." Without discipline, honesty has no strength. Eli looked down at the water. In its reflection, he saw the sunset melting into gold. For the first time, his heart felt peaceful. Days turned into weeks, and Eli changed slowly. He spoke less, but his words carried more meaning. He woke early, worked harder, and paused before reacting. When anger came, he breathed deeply. When laziness whispered, he moved forward anyway. People began to notice. His father smiled proudly. The villagers said, "Eli has grown wise." But Eli knew he had simply learned to control the wild horse inside his mind. Years later, when Eli became a teacher himself, he would tell his students, "The greatest battle is not with others, but with yourself. If you can master your mind, you can master your life. Because honesty begins in your heart, but discipline lives in your mind." And as he would finish his words, the breeze would carry them softly across the fields, reminding all who listened that peace is not found in silence, but in self-control. If you liked this story, please like, share, and subscribe to the Bani Tales, where every story touches your heart and soul. A timeless fable from the Bani Tales, where wisdom still whispers through the wind.